Shot clock, attacking, hangs, drops it off. Austin finishes through contact. Under a minute to go here in the fourth. 81-77, Liberty leads. 6-0 run right now for Washington. 10 on the shot clock for Ionescu. And a miscue there with Ionescu and Cloud, but they say it will stay with the Liberty. And a reminder, no challenge available for Washington.
Sandy Brondello had that left hand saying, that's our ball right here. And everybody for the Mystics had their right arm going the other way saying, that's ours. Got to fight for possession.
4 seconds. Stewart got Austin in the air. And Breanna Stewart is going to head to the free throw line. Chrissy, this is the closest the game has been since the mid-second quarter.
Incredibly crafty offensive decision here by Breanna Stewart. Lifts Shakira Alston with the ball fake, and that's what you show a ravenous defender. You show them the basketball and sell it, get them in the air, and then get into the body.
Stewart with the first free throw. She is currently 8 of 10 from the charity stripe. 24 points, 11 rebounds on 8 of 16 shooting. Make that 25 as Coach Johnson wants a timeout. 35.5 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. And Jade Melbourne, we talked about her coming into this game, the first 4 versus the last 4.
Well, she has had a breakout game for the Washington Mystics, and she's done it in every way possible. Offensively, she's been creative. The deceleration and then the explosive move to the rack, the crossover, and gets downhill to put pressure on the second line of defense. You love to see the confidence that Jade Melbourne is playing with, and nailing the triple is the nail in the coffin for what she has been able to do with her skill set. She has played with tremendous confidence, not just on the offensive side, my friends, but defensively. She has been everywhere. She has been actively showing her hands and her feet in proper positioning. She has been disruptive, getting deflections, 4 assists. So she has just had layers and waves of positive contributions in this game. And, you know, maybe it helps that she's playing in front of her national team coach. You know, but sometimes it's just matchups, right? We said her career high was last year, 21 points in June against New York. So sometimes it's just about matchups. Sometimes it's just a feel. But it's good to see her back in rhythm, because she's going to play hard, and she is never going to quit.
Melbourne to inbound. Austin, Citron, Sykes, cross court. Austin able to control that. Takes the 3. Doesn't get the bounce there. Cloud with the rebound for New York. Cross court to Stewart.
And I am not sure if that triple try by Shakira Alston was the shot that Washington needed or wanted.
And there was still 21 seconds on the shot clock.
But again, that's where patience is a virtue, right? And we've been at practices, we've seen Shakira Alston make threes, getting reps, but she hasn't marked one in a game yet this season for the Mystics.
Stewart splits the pair. Saw the fourth quarter scoring. Citron fouled by Fibich. 16.6 left on the clock as Citron will step to the line. You see the numbers for Stewart. As I mentioned earlier, if you're just joining us, Breanna Stewart, her career numbers versus Washington, it's the lowest for her versus any team. 15.6 points per game. The last 6, she's been under 20. However, tonight, you talked about matchups. Something shifted for her, 26 and 11.
Yeah, I mean, she's just been a monster in terms of her ability to score the ball, the craftiness of her decision making off the ball, defensively. And she has shown every reason why she's won gold medals on the Olympic level. Also 2-time MVP in the WNBA and 4-time champ at UConn.
Here's what's coming up post-game live, presented by CarMax. Following the conclusion of this one, we'll hear from both players and coaches, film room breakdown with Coach Patsos, and of course the Commissioner's Cup continues in the WNBA. Off the jump ball, Cloud comes up with it. Liberty trying to play the clock out here with the lead. And loose ball foul is called on the Mystics. Ms. Ionescu was trying to get it over half. They call it on Shakira Austin, her fourth.
But this is a game where you are looking at iron sharpening iron, right? You're playing against an undefeated team in New York. Many are calling New York the best team in the WNBA. And as you stated earlier, one of two undefeated squads with the Minnesota Lynx. There's a reason for that. They're #1 in offensive rating. They're also #1 in defensive rating. They spread you out offensively, and they challenge you in a myriad of ways. And in this game where Washington had an advantage of 46-24 in the paint, they didn't knock in any threes in the second half. 5 threes total for the game, and that is a piece of their offensive production that is missing, but also those fast break points that Washington had done so well with coming into this game. 0 fast break points for Washington, and just 9 for New York. And they've averaged 16 fast break points, and Washington did a pretty good job there.
As this one will go final. A valiant fight to try to get this in favor of the Mystics. They trailed, by 16. Got it as close as 4. And the Liberty showing why they are one of the favorites to potentially go back-to-back.
Well, you love the resilience and the fortitude by the youngest team in the WNBA, measuring themselves up against an undefeated team, 8-0 right now, the New York Liberty. I mean, the balance, the effort, and all of those things will come